Todd's going to demonstrate a series of dumbbell exercises. These are great forearm exercises. And Dr. Serrano really likes this particular sequence done pinching the end of the dumbbell. But depending on your experience level, the size of your hands, the size of the dumbbells available, that may or may not be practical. The idea here is to put yourself at somewhat of a mechanical disadvantage in terms of how you're gripping the dumbbell. You see how Todd's not using a typical grip, but he's gripping the actual end of the dumbbell head, and he's doing so in a fashion that he's finding relatively comfortable for him. So our first movement here is your typical flexion. He's trying to go down nice and slow and then bring the dumbbell up as far as he can. Right, and you can see that forearm starting to work. And obviously, if you used a set with a longer sequence, you would see more activity in the forearm. So that is a what we call a preacher or high incline dumbbell forearm flexion exercise. And now we want to switch to extension, meaning our palm is going to be down. You see how Todd's doing a great job there. His forearm is flat against the bench so that he can really help to work the forearms and not try and cheat with body English or other things there. He's gripping the dumbbell in a way right now that provides some mechanical disadvantage, but Todd, can you do it so that the top of the dumbbell doesn't strike the benches quickly? And there you go. And you see the difference in the range of motion he's able to get with the movement that way? He's probably upset with me right now. It's a lot harder. But, you want to go as high as you can without overstressing your joints. You want to stay in a natural range of motion. This is the type of exercise where you're using relatively small dumbbells. This is a movement to warm up the forearms to improve development. Finally, we're going to use a rotation. This is another one I learned from Dr. Serrano, very, very effective movement. Don't do it too fast. Don't be too aggressive by trying to grab a 20-pound dumbbell. That'd be ridiculous. Again, relatively small load. So Todd goes down, his palm ends up facing the ground, and ideally you end up with the dumbbell where the palm facing the ceiling on top for this rotational grip. And in many cases, these exercises can be assigned isolated in a program, or they could be in a complex series. But by the time you reach the end of that 3-exercise series, your forearms are going to be talking to you for sure.